Welcome to McFly Angler. I've never been a guide, but I still enjoy teaching people how to catch more fish. So join me in this video where I show you how I tie this fly. So I'm using Risen 068SS hooks in size 4, but you can use any hook you like. I do find though that a short shank and wide gap hook is the best. Place a hook in your vise and start your thread right behind the eye of the hook. Form a small thread bump to place the dumbbell eyes on. Now we need some dumbbell eyes to keep the hook riding point up. I'm using lead because I'm taking this to fish the surf, and I need extra weight to help keep it weighted down, but brass could work as well. Tie on your eyes with X-wraps and under wraps. Then bring your thread back to the bend of the hook. Then put on a bit of super glue, or in this case I'm using UV resin so it cures quickly. Now make a long dubbing loop and attach your dubbing spinner. For dubbing, I like using the combination of ice dub and natural hare's ear. Pull out some hare's ear dubbing from the package and pick it apart a few times with your fingers. Now this stuff mats down quite a bit, so you need to break up some of the clumps. Then span it out a bit with your fingers like so. Now place the dubbing in your dubbing loop and start stacking some more of it until you reach the length of the tail that you want. Then take some hot spot color dubbing, in this case I'm using orange, and put a small amount stacked behind the hare's ear. Then I take some red ice dub and stack about the same length of that behind the hot spot. Now spin up the dubbing quite a few times. And then pick out some of the dubbing to thin it out, except for the hot spot. Spin up the dubbing a bit more, and then grab the hot spot and pull it out to the side. Now furl your loop so it spins back up onto itself, like so. And it's not as hard as it looks, guys. In fact, it's surprisingly easy. Now rest the remaining loop over the eyes and tie it down with your thread and trim off the waist. Now take some more dubbing and simply dub it onto your thread and wind it on the remainder of the hook. At this point I like brushing out the entire fly with Velcro, or a stiff toothbrush, and then stroke the fibers rearward. Now we need some hackle. I like this brown American saddle, but whatever you use, make sure it's soft fibers with some webbiness. Pull off one feather, and then strip off some of the fibers near the base of the stem, but leave a few of the webby fibers, and then trim off the excess stem. Tie this in right behind the eyes, perpendicular to the hook shank, with a curve of the feather angling rearward. Make 2 wraps in front and 2 behind the feather to make it stand up straight like so. Trim off the excess stem and then start hackling this with a few wraps behind the eyes. Now capture the hackle and trim off the waist. Whip finish your fly and cement the head, and your fly's all finished. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this sort of thing, please subscribe and share with all your fish-loving friends. Also, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you want to support this channel and help me be able to afford to continue making videos, please pick up one of my awesome shirts and other great merchandise. Link is in the description section of this video. I will see you on the next video. Now you go catch some fish.